You are listening to the So Now What podcast with Lana Manikowski, episode number 121. Hello, beautiful one. I'm so glad you are coming back to listen to another episode of the So Now What podcast as we are focusing on body image in this month of March. If I sound a little weird talking, full disclosure, I just got Invisalign today and I've got my my Invisalign liners on, so my speech might sound a little bit garbled. So bear with me when as we go through the podcast today. But before I get started, can I tell you how freaking excited I am by the amount of you who have bought your tickets to the Others Day brunch? If you haven't heard about the Others Day brunch, let me tell you what it's all about. It is the Saturday before Mother's Day. This is going to be our third annual, and it's on March 11th. I'm sorry, it is on May 11th in Chicago. It is an event that is geared towards women who either don't have kids, women who maybe don't have a strong mother figure in their life, or maybe a good relationship with a mom, or maybe you've lost your mom. And when you see the signs for Mother's Day, when you're walking down the aisles of Target or wherever you do shopping and you see signs for Mother's Day brunches and all these things that people are so excited about, and you look at yourself and you think, gosh, I feel really disconnected during Mother's Day. That is why I created the Others Day brunch. It is an opportunity to come together with amazing women who don't want to be sad around Mother's Day. They want to come together, they want to celebrate, they want to meet new people, they want to learn about why other women in the world are so amazing and what they do and how they fill their time. It's just the stories that I could tell you from Others Day in past years. You would just be blown away to hear some of the connections that have been made and learn about the ways that people have had their lives impacted through women that they met at the Others Day brunch here in Chicago. So tickets are available, lanamanikowski.com/Others Day, or you can always message me on Instagram and I'll send you the link. But I would love to see you there because you don't deserve to be sad on other Mother's Day. And if there's something that you want for yourself, if it feels like, oh, I've got to go to Chicago, I might not know anybody, I guarantee you that the minute you walk through the door, you will no longer be a stranger. There's actually someone who attended the Others Day brunch last year who I had never met in person. She flew in from out of town and she happens to be in Chicago this week and we are getting together tomorrow. So friendships are lasting when you come to the Others Day brunch. Okay, so let's talk about a beautiful exercise that I have for you this week. So just to recap last week, I talked you through, maybe you might call it a guided meditation. Some people have reached out and told me that they felt like it was just something that they were able to just relax and listen to my voice as I talk them through creating forgiveness or creating awareness with different parts of their body. And if you haven't listened to that episode, it's episode 120. I invite you to go back and listen to it because I think that there's a lot that we don't allow ourselves to come to grips with when it comes to our body not being able to produce the child that we thought we were going to have. And I actually had something go on with me. It was earlier this month when I was actually in Arizona on my girls' weekend at the tail end of my 17-day trip. I was sitting at the pool at the Phoenician Hotel in Scottsdale, and I had my computer up and my screen was blank at the time. And in that reflection in the screen, I was, like I said, sitting at the pool. So I had my swimsuit on, I had a two-piece on, and I looked at this reflection of myself in the screen of my laptop. And I just thought to myself, like, who are you? And I don't recognize that body. It's not in shape. It's not the way it used to look. Like I went through and just like watched my reflection in the screen of my laptop, my blank screen. And I thought to myself, like, what are you doing? How dare you talk to this body this way that is part of you. And it was like this real emotional moment for me where I got super teary at the pool. Thank God I had sunglasses and a sun hat on, because the people around me were probably like, why is this woman looking at her computer crying? But I was looking at my reflection and I just felt so disconnected to this body that I saw in the reflection. And so at that very moment, I decided that I was going to love my body. I was going to figure out how to love my body, even though it looks different than I thought it would look at this point in my life, even though it's going through menopause and I haven't had a period in 3 months. I mean, and I haven't had a period in 3 years, and my boobs look different, and all this hormones and dryness and all this, stuff that happens when you're going through menopause is going on in my body. And I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, how could this possibly be happening to you? Like, how could you be going through menopause and you're not even 50 yet? And I just decided, like, at that very moment, I was going to figure out how the things that I wanted to do in my life were going to show love to me and love to my body, and stop judging all this stuff that I think has gone wrong with my body. And I invite you to do the same, because you might think that I've got this magic answer and this secret sauce to everything, but I go through a lot of this stuff that I talk about with you guys every week. Like, this stuff happens to me too. Like, there's no point in this journey where all of a sudden you become healed. Or there's no point in this journey where enough time passes on a calendar or on a clock or on anything that this goes away. But the things that I teach in my coaching community and the things that I talk about with you here that I practice in my own life are ways that you're able to create a relationship with the things that you're going through, that you're not in constant judgment of yourself. So I'm going to tell you how I did this. I looked at that reflection and the rolls in my hips, and I just decided, like, I want to love you. I want to be proud of you without having to lose 1 ounce or change one thing. I just want to be so damn proud of you, Lana. And so I decided that I wanted to figure out if the things that I was doing and the way that I was thinking and the way I was treating my body and the things that I'm putting in my body, or the clothes that I'm putting on my body that feel constricted because I maybe can go up a size in my clothes, like, is that showing love to my body? So that's what I want to invite you to start implementing in your life today. If you felt like your body image is waning and you're not, like, looking at yourself and being proud of who you are, I want you to start asking yourself, is this the love that my body is seeking? And think of your body as this friend of yours who loves you so much and you love them so much and they want help from you. Imagine your body is asking you, like, show me how to do this. Tell me how I can show up for you in a way that you love me. And I want you to really think this week, like, are the things that you are doing, whether it's the food you're putting in your mouth, whether it's the things that you're thinking when you look at your reflection in the mirror, or when you're annoyed as you're trying to zip up your skinny jeans, is this love? Is this the love that you are seeking from yourself? And I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot of things that don't seem like love to you. And that's okay. But before you make these decisions, like, I've been doing that, I'm a salty snack girl. I don't know if I've ever shared that with you. I could leave the brownies, I could leave, most chocolate chip cookies, but when it comes to salty snacks, like, I love my salt. I am a popcorn and potato chip and salty cracker kind of girl. And I got in this habit of going for my salty snacks at night. And I started going for them a couple weeks ago when I got back from my trip. And I noticed, like, I said to myself, is this the love that my body is seeking right now? Is eating crackers at 10:30 at night showing love to my body? Is that helping me help my body learn love? And it's amazing, like just putting that distance between that decision to like go for the salt and go for the chips and the stuff that isn't really nourishing me or helping me achieve the body goals that I have for myself. And it's crazy, like how just asking that question, like throughout the day, just gets me sort of refocused on, is this the right decision that I want to make right now? And sometimes, yeah, like sometimes I want to have the salty snacks. No one's going to tell me that. I can't. But there's often times where I'm like, you know what? This just really isn't what I'm wanting right now. And I'm committed to loving my body and doing things to it that feel like love in return. And I really encourage you to try that. Like, how can you do things that are showing your body the love that it is craving? Because let's be honest, what we're craving is love. And the only people that can give us the love that we truly need is us. Yet we somehow have been conditioned to go to things outside of us to create that love or to create that pride in ourselves or to create that commitment to ourselves. And all it is just one simple question. Is this the love that I'm seeking? So I hope you have a beautiful week. I love you. And remember, it's never too late to discover your meaning. I'll talk to you next week.